Montana, often known as the Big Sky Country, is an attractive state for retirees for numerous reasons. However, what we want to talk about today is its tax-friendly environment. There are multiple tax policies for retirees that greatly affect their quality of life, and we'd like to talk to you about the exemptions and tax credits that can positively affect your stay in Montana. This is Intelligentsia, real-life advice for practical and financial goals. Today, we want to talk about Montana's tax scene for retirees, how it works, and how you can maximize your stay here. Montana's tax scene for retirees is composed of different state and local taxes. Among them are income taxes, property taxes, sales taxes, and many other important exemptions and credits to take note of. These all add up to help retirees experience much needed financial relief in their golden years, and knowing more about these benefits is important for retirees hoping to make the state of Montana their home. Let's start us off by talking about their income tax situation. Montana's income tax system is progressive, meaning that you get taxed more the more you earn. For retirees, this can mean either good or bad depending on their financial situation. Montana has a graduated individual income tax with rates ranging from 1% to 6.9%. Montana has a 6.75% corporate income tax rate. Since Montana's income tax rates are progressive, higher income levels are subject to higher tax rates. The tax brackets for the 2022 tax year are as follows: 1% on the first $3,000 of taxable income, 2% on the income between $3,001 and $5,000, 4% on income between $5,001 and $8,800, 6.5% on income between $8,801 and $18,700, 6.9% on income between $18,701 and $31,200, 6.9% on income between $31,201 and $53,600, and also a flat 6.9% on income over $53,600. It's important to note that we're only talking about working income taxes here. Adding on to this topic, we need to address the more common forms of retirement income such as Social Security benefits and pension income. Let's start off with Social Security benefits. The state of Montana fully exempts Social Security benefits from state income tax. This is a substantial advantage for retirees who rely on Social Security as their primary source of income. This means that income from Social Security is entirely tax-free in Montana. This allows retirees to keep their retirement income largely intact. Apart from exempting Social Security benefits, the state of Montana also helps retirees out through their pension income. Whether your pension comes from public or private sources, they are exempt from Montana's income tax. This includes government employee pensions like state, federal, or local government pensions. This also includes your standard private pensions like your 401ks and IRAs, as well as military pensions. The key thing to take note of here is that the exemption of pension income greatly reduces the financial burden on retirees and assists them with additional financial security. Pension income is normally a significant amount of money in a retiree's income stream, so having it be exempt from income tax greatly increases the quality of life provided to them by the state of Montana. For some retirees that still want to work in some capacity, Montana allows retirees to deduct a portion of their retirement income from their taxable income. This helps seniors reduce their state income tax liability, but the specific deduction amount may change every tax year. That said, in terms of sales tax, Montana is unique in that it does not impose a state-level general sales tax. While this isn't necessarily specific to retirees, this is still important as the cost of living somewhere greatly affects how your financial situation would look like. This isn't limited to taxes too, considering retirees often need a variety of different everyday items to go about their daily life. Things like prescription medication, general goods, groceries, those are all important items that eat up a lot of money. But with the absence of sales tax, the financial burden is greatly reduced. In most states, sales tax can add a notable cost to daily expenses. However, in Montana, these items are typically not subject to state sales tax. It's important to note that while Montana doesn't have a general sales tax, there are certain goods and services that are subject to local sales taxes. These change depending on the county, and it's important to check the specific tax policies in their counties. Another thing that needs to be addressed when talking about the cost of living is the property tax situation in Montana. The rates for property taxes in Montana are different depending on where you're located. The one responsible for assessing property taxes are the local governments, and as a result, the rates from one county to another can vastly differ. Knowing the property tax dynamics in a county is important for retirees seeking to own a house in Montana or planning to purchase real estate. There are certain advantages that retirees can benefit from, like Montana's property tax assistance. Montana provides a property tax assistance program for eligible low-income retirees in the form of a partial refund for property taxes. Aside from that, there are also other credits like the elderly homeowner/renter credit, which is designed to help out low-income retirees who either own or rent their homes. The amount of credit here is dependent on the amount of income you make and can significantly make changes on the financial situation of retirees. And lastly, another property tax credit program that retirees in Montana can take advantage of is the Disabled Veterans Property Tax Relief. Disabled veterans are allowed to qualify for property tax relief in Montana, which substantially reduces the property tax burden for those who have served and have been injured while serving in the military. Eligibility criteria and the extent of the relief can vary from time to time, so veterans should consult with the Montana Department of Revenue to learn more about changes made and to keep yourself up to date with the latest information. In summary, the property tax situation in Montana is generally favorable for retirees. While it differs from county to county, there are certain advantages that retirees can benefit from, namely the tax credits from the programs we've talked about. Speaking of tax credit, Montana offers numerous tax credits for the retiree population. It can range from insurance credits to energy conservation credits. Let's start off by talking about the long-term care insurance credit. This program allows retirees to get tax credits for premiums paid on long-term care insurance. Because healthcare requires a huge chunk out of your retirement funds, having access to good healthcare programs while also saving up on money due to tax credits and deductions is important to having a financially relaxed retirement. Having a large portion of your retirement savings be allocated to healthcare can really set some lifestyles back. But because of this credit, that financial burden is greatly alleviated. When talking about credits, Montana heavily incentivizes lifestyles that take advantage of green energy sources. As a result, they provide significant tax credits for those who take part in their initiatives. One program to take note of is the Residential Alternative Energy Credit. This is for retirees who invest in residential alternative energy systems. This incentivizes green energy such as solar panels in the state of Montana and effectively encourages the option of renewable energy sources. While there are upfront costs in terms of installing such systems, the energy credit helps reduce the upfront costs of installation. Additionally, there's also the Energy Conservation Credit. This is another one of Montana's green energy tax credits that allows retirees to take advantage of energy-efficient home improvements. This includes insulation and weatherization. While it's natural that retirees would love to make their homes more comfortable and cost-effective, it's an added bonus that they get tax credits for it. Apart from that, they also incentivize other important causes like educational contributions. As a result, Montana offers a tax credit for those types of contributions as well. It's not specific to retirees, however, it's also relevant for those who want to support Montana's educational institutions. There are retirees who emphasize the importance of supporting educational institutions, and for their efforts, they're provided tax credits depending on their contributions to eligible institutions. In summary, there are a lot of important considerations in Montana, and it heavily benefits retirees that support causes such as energy conservation and education. Retirees are also offered a favorable retirement income tax situation as well as multiple programs for low-income retirees to deal with their property tax issues. Knowing the tax scene in Montana is key to having a financially healthy retirement, and having all of the benefits mentioned helps retirees settle down in a premier retirement destination. If you enjoyed this video and found us helpful, please hit the like and subscribe button. We'd like to be able to grow alongside you, and we're pumped to have you in our next video. Stay mentally healthy, and let's get financially fit together.